Hello everyone and welcome to the next lesson. As I mentioned in the very beginning of the course, regular expressions are often embedded into operating systems, including the operating systems of network devices. We will take a look at examples of using regular expressions on the Cisco command line. Worth saying that usually network operating systems only have basic Regex support with limited options. And Cisco IOS is not an exclusion. It doesn't support special characters like \W, S, D, and some others. You can find out what you can in your network device in official documentation. So we have a Cisco router with some configuration on it. There is a basic configuration, nothing special. In the first example, I want to find all configuration lines with an assigned IP addresses on interfaces. So I can do it like this, for example. Okay, running config, then include and IP address. Right, so we see this line with IP address and other interfaces do not have IP address assigned. And to get in output only this line, we can use a regular expression and specify the range inside square brackets. It means that command should have IP address, space, and the digit. Here we are. So that is, we can use a regular expression after include or exclude filter. In the next example, we need to get lines that either start with the word interface or IP address. Simply put, I want to find out on which interfaces what IP addresses are configured and whether they are configured at all. And now we see that only this interface has IP address configured. In this case, we can use pipe as an OR condition. On the left side, we will describe a template for searching the interface. And interface word should start from the beginning of the line. And on the right side, we indicate an anchor, space, and IP address. The space is needed because we know that in Cisco, a space is used to indicate nested commands. Also, in our configuration, there are static routes. But I only want to get those whose second octet of routed subnet is number from 1 to 3. For that, I will write a command where the line must include IP route, like this, then space. Then I describe the first octet, because it's the same in all lines. Then I specify a dot with escape character, so it's not considered as any character. Then I will indicate square brackets. and a range from 1 to 3. And then a dot one more time. So this means that the second octet should be number from 1 to 3. And here we are. In Cisco, regular expressions are not only used to filter show commands, but they can also be used to create an AS-path access list in BGP. If anyone has worked with BGP, then they probably understand what I'm talking about. However, the AS-path is a BGP attribute that lists all autonomous systems that packet need to traverse to reach the destination. It looks like a set of numbers listed through the space. For example, it looks like this. So this is the first AS-path, the second and the third. And all these numbers are numbers of autonomous system. With the help of AS-path access list, we can regulate which routes we want to receive based on the AS-path. Let's create some AS-path access lists to get more clarity. Let me do like this. We open configuration mode. Here we start IP access IP AS-path access list, the number of access list, the action, for example, permit, and then we specify what exactly we want to permit. So by this command, the access list will only permit routes if the AS-path starts with the autonomous system 4127. So the BGP update this AS-path will not be permitted. Another example, this one. We put the underscore, autonomous system, and the $sign. Here we'll say that we want to receive routes if AS-path ends with the number 6440. Note that there is an underscore in front of the number. In Cisco, it means that anything can be in front of the number. This is precise example when each vendor can have its own peculiarities in the syntax of regular expressions. Therefore, you need to pay attention to this.